Snappers, it's Tortimer the Grey. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Minecraft Jurassic World Edition. Today it is episode 50, the long-awaited episode. It's taken us a while to get here because it's, episode 50. But I mean, it's obviously probably less than a year, but I mean, we started this series probably last May or so, maybe April. I don't remember exactly. So not too much short of a year, really. So it's been a long run, and that's because my own scheduling things. I generally don't put out more than one episode of a series in a week, but we are up here at the front of the park, and we are kicking off episode 50. I wanted to do something special for the 50th episode, and so that's what we're gonna do. A couple of things I want to show you guys. Now it's nighttime, so I guess that's pretty decent timing. I finished up the bridge. Up here at least, and by finished up I mean more or less finished up, because I still have got to cap off this side here, but more or less the bridge is finished, so that works out nicely. And I went ahead and I put some glowstone in the bottom of the lake here, which helps light it up a little bit and helps with the visibility down there in the water as well, so that works out. It's just coming along pretty nicely up here. Now I was doing work on the bridge, obviously, and at one point, I needed to go grab something real quick or whatever. So I made sure I was safe. I don't know if I boxed myself in. I don't really remember exactly how this went down, but I made sure I was safe, and I went to go do something, and then I forgot to come back. And so this world was AFK for a little while, and something happened here. Now I had previously moved Sari over here, our new Triceratops that we had hatched to replace Sarah, because she had died, and I moved her over here, and then I went AFK for maybe like 5 or 6 hours before I came back and realized it was on, and Sari and Key kind of went to town and bred up a storm, and by the time I got back, we have... Now this is nobody, this must be Sari over here. Yeah, so here's Sari, and so she's fully grown, and she was a baby when I moved her over here, and now they've got 2 fully grown kids, and then I think there's 2 other baby Triceratops wandering around right now. Which is it's a bit crowded. I'm not going to get names for any of these guys, because honestly they're probably going to mostly go to the extra dimensional holding area. At least the babies will for sure. I don't know what I'll do with the adults. They may be a little difficult to manage, being so huge, so they may just kind of get taken care of. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but yeah. I just came back and all of a sudden I've got like 20 trikes in this enclosure. Like, oh, whoops, shouldn't do that. I was especially worried because in some of my test worlds, before I started the series, I did some testing and stuff like that, and I had like a Deinonychus enclosure in my test world. It looked nothing like this, but I had like a pen. I think like actually where the Dilophosaurs are right now, I had planned to put the Deinonychus, and so I had a little enclosure there in my test world, and at one point I AFK'd there too, and I came back to like 200,000 Deinonychus, like they just bred like crazy, and so I was super worried when I came back and saw there was trikes everywhere. I was like, oh no, not the Deinonychus, but actually they didn't breed at all, which was good. So we've just got Cinder Ash, Misty, and I believe Ghost are over here, so that worked out okay. They're still just chilling. Nobody else really. The Plesiosaurs didn't, the Compies didn't, the Deinonychus didn't, but the Trikes went to town, and so we're gonna have to do something with that, but we're not gonna do that today, because as I said, it's the 50th episode, and I want to do something fun with you guys. One of the things that I kind of been planning, for a while now to do on episode 50 was I wanted to go ahead, and I was actually going to take Casper, but I think I'm going to leave him here because I want to show you guys another thing that I did on my way back, and it wouldn't be conducive to do that with Casper. But I wanted to hatch a couple of T-Rexes. Now, it's episode 50, I wanted it to be special, and we're also going to be doing some other fun special stuff today, but I wanted to, especially since we're working, we already started laying in the back of the park, I wanted to kind of take some time out, and we're going to hatch a couple of T-Rexes to commemorate the 50th episode. In fact, I don't want to go all the way back there. Let's look at the map. I did, at the same time, work a bit on the back here, so I don't know if I've showed this. I laid in the basic footprint of the restaurant I'm going to be putting up here on top of that. It's going to kind of overlook the Stegos and the Ankylosaurs. That's the watchtower or whatever. And then on the T-Rex enclosure, I extended this a bit. So previously, I think I'd had it just like it was a box, and then it like ended here or whatever. What I think I'm going to do, I've extended it out here a bit, and then I moved the back barrier to this, in between these two mountains. There's a nice natural backing there, so these T-Rexes will have a bit more space to wander. They're a little bit bigger than previously thought when I first laid this in. I mean, this would have been fine, but it would have felt a little bit cramped, and so we're going to put in a little bit of a thing here so that they can more easily wander around and things like that. So we'll have to do some terraforming to make sure it's safe and everything, but I expanded the T-Rex enclosure. But we're not going to be hatching them in the T-Rex enclosure just because for now I don't have anything established out there as of yet. And so it wouldn't really be worthwhile. But the one thing, one of the other things that I did do, and I did a fair bit in the park since last episode, again, finishing the bridges and doing some other stuff. But, okay, so when I logged out, so basically the little gray T-Rex, or little T-Rex, Allosaurus that we hatched last episode was in the spawn chunks. So when I was logged out, or when I was AFK and all those trikes were hatching and stuff, ooh, and they're breeding too, huh? When the T-Rex was, or when we were logged out, or not logged out, but AFK, and the trikes were all breeding, this gray guy grew up to full size as well, and I decided, you know, since we've been having so much trouble with the Allosaurs lately, apparently, getting them tamed and things like that, that I would also, I hatched another one just so I'd kind of have a backup, and he ended up being green, and so I brought him over. Well, actually, I left him out there so he could kind of age up a bit too, and I think he's now full size as well. It's been a long time. I was kind of ahead, and so I spent a lot of time in the park working on stuff, and so kind of over in those spawn chunks, they got some decent growth. So those two are full grown. We'll probably tame them next episode, so we'll need another name. Ooh, storming. We'll need another name as well too. I see that somebody has bred. I saw, didn't I see a little red baby? I didn't know that wilds could breed, but I guess that kind of makes sense. I mean, I guess they're, well, no, they're wild. They're not tamed or whatever, right? I don't think they're going to kill me, but yeah, so we've got another little baby here, which I think we already have a red baby Allosaur in the extra dimensional holding area, but I mean, I won't be mad at it. I think I have, ooh, it's getting stormy. I think I have since turned off taming. I was just messing with the configs a bit because one of the things that we're going to be doing today, well, one, somebody suggested that I go in and turn off Creeper Blast, like griefing the terrain or whatever, which I actually couldn't find the vanilla config file. Maybe it's hidden or something, I don't know, but I had all the mod config files, and so I was poking around in there, and one of the things that we're going to be doing today, which I guess I can start telling you guys about now, somebody suggested not too long ago, and I kind of blew them off a little bit, which I apologize. I was like, no, I don't think we're ready for that quite yet, but, in fact, we're going to hatch these T-Rexes. So I've got a JurassiCraft and a T-Rex, or a JurassiCraft and a Fossils and Archaeology T-Rex. I'm going to put the JurassiCraft one in here. And then I'm going to put the Fossils and Archaeology one in here. I think both of these are decently sized and unoccupied at the moment. So that works out. And so somebody was like, you know what you should do? You should fight Anu. And I was like, and for those of you guys who aren't aware, the Fossils and Archaeology mod, you know, it has all the dinosaurs and stuff, but it also has an archaeology portion. So we've got all those tablets and little statues and things like that. In fact, this is going to take a little bit, probably. So let me we'll gather up some of that stuff. I want to be nearby the JurassiCraft one when it hatches, because I'm not sure how I would tame things otherwise. We actually need one of these scarab gems. For Steve figurine should be fine. Should be good. And so archaeology portion of the mod allows us to it creates an end boss for us as part of that, and so as part of that we have this end boss called Anu, and he's kind of like a zombie pigman sort of deal. What am I looking for? Oh, redstone, that's what I needed. We'll bring that, that's fine. And so it's got this zombie pigman kind of end boss thing, and we've seen segments of his stuff in the Nether, because he kind of rules the Nether is his realm, or at least he was banished to the Nether, so I don't know all the lore behind Anu, but basically he's this guy who can, you know, was this ancient king, and he was a sorcerer or something, and he was banished to the Nether from the overworld, and now he's built his dominion there, and he's kind of an end boss sort of deal that you can battle. there we go. T-Rex is sitting. T-Rex was tamed. Okay, so it was sitting, or is tamed. My guess would be this might be the male because, no, the female. This is the female. The females are the ones that are generally less ornamental. So, I love the. I can control as it turns away from me. But the modeling on the JurassiCraft T-Rex is just beautiful, and they make such cool noises and stuff. So yeah, there we go. We've got our JurassiCraft female there was going to be my guess, and then we can actually be here potentially for this guy's hatch as well. Let's see how close we're getting there. And so what we're gonna do today is we're gonna go try and take on Anu. We got a couple of things. They gave some like subtle hints when he was first added through like the tablets and things. Like we've got up in the oh, there we go. Okay. Whoa, what a big boy. All right, so we've got two little brown T-Rexes, which I figured it might be the brown variant. There's two variants of T-Rex in Fossils and Archaeology. There's a green variant and a brown variant. And so we've got two brown T-Rexes now. I'm not sure how many T-Rexes we can realistically fit in that enclosure. But I think that, if we can only fit two, these guys will be fine. I didn't decide. For me, the T-Rex, they've got a feathered variant of it, but honestly, for me, especially, at least in the Fossil and Archaeology mod, I don't think the feathered variant looks very good, and for me, like, coming from, like, the Jurassic Park background and, just growing up loving dinosaurs, T-Rex doesn't have feathers, and I know, yeah, maybe it did, or I don't know, whatever, but I don't really care. I don't really care. It's Minecraft. I'm not really super worried about. I mean, there's some, like, I think our Dilophosaurs have feathers. I think there's a couple of variants that it actually looks decent, like the Trikes have quills on their tails or whatever. I don't think that really bothers me much. But for the Jurassic Park, or for the T-Rex in the Fossils and Archaeology, I decided to go non-featherless, or non-feathered, I guess. But anyway, so there we go. Both of our T-Rexes are hatched. Eventually, we'll need to take this guy on and try and tame him, as we tried to tame Gree last episode, which is still sad. But make sure you guys get names in. I think, we can say this is a male and that's a female, just to start off with. But I think that this is a female for sure, and that they're genderless, so we can decide whatever we want it to be. But submit your names for the new T-Rexes, and we've got two new Allosaurs, at least. So feel free to give names for those. I know we probably started giving me names for the gray one or the green one, replacement for Gree in last episode, but I haven't seen those go up yet. So, okay, so we've got blocks. I did some enchanting, so I repaired my armor a bit. I think this is all pretty much the same. I just repaired it, and then I did a new helmet. And so I got really lucky. I think I got projectile. I think I had a respiration something that I added. I think I added respiration to it, or something. I think I had like Respiration 1 on it. I don't know, but it was a pretty decent enchant. I was probably wanting protection more, but we'll take protection, it's fine. And then I combined two swords and got sharpness 5 on this one. I think it was like sharpness 4 before, and then I spent a lot of time killing zombies as a means to get all the levels I needed, not zombies, but mobs, as a means to get all the levels that I needed to do stuff for my enchanting, and I ended up getting a decent bow drop and was able to combine it with my existing bow to get this, I think it was like an Infinity Power 3 bow or something that I had gotten off the zombie, and I combined it and have now got this awesome bow, so that's going to help our arrow shortage and things like that, which is going to be awesome. But now, come on, we got to head into the Nether. Let's get this Anu fight going. But we got new T-Rexes, new Allosaurs, all kinds of stuff. Don't know what we're going to do with all those T-Rexes. Now, before we go in, I want to give myself a bit of an exit strategy, so I'm going to put down this red stained clay, which, oop, do we have red stained clay somewhere else? Oh, right! Well, hello there. Who are you? I totally forgot that we had used red stained clay for this thing, too. Hey, can I lead you? Yeah, I can. So here's the extra dimensional holding area. I think this guy's supposed to be in here in the first place. I think I know it, but this is, I think we tried to hatch Amara a mate at one point, and it didn't work, and then we got another female or something, so I think I brought her here. But yeah, so we've got a Dilo. Yeah, we've got another red Allosaur. I got a bigger one here for something and things like that. So, oh yeah, the Mesa and Kylosaur I think is supposed to be in here. But anyway, okay, so red, that's not ideal, but that's okay. That's okay because it's another thing, that'll be all right. I didn't think I'd used red for anything, but I totally forgot about that. All right, anyway, so now what happened here? I don't know. Anyway, oh, and I do have a bucket. Anyway, we're getting off track. The goal is to take on Anu. We've hatched a couple of T-Rexes. I showed you guys progress on the park, and now we're going to get to the main event here. So part of what we need to do is we've got these ships that have spawned in the Nether. And actually this one's got a statue on it, so that'll be perfect. It'll be right near our entrance, so that'll work out very nicely. Essentially what we need to do, we've got these ships that have spawned all over the Nether, and some of them, at least, will have little statues on them. And I say some of them because maybe all of them are supposed to, but I went into a creative world and took a look at it because I wanted to test it and on how to get in there and things like that. And I haven't been into his world yet, but I tested how to get these things going. But let's I want to get a screenshot of that just to, in case I want to use it as thumbnail. Basically what we need to do, and the tablets kind of spell this out, but if we don't want to use the tablets, we can just watch somebody else do it because it's been out for a while now. And essentially what I wanted to test was, I read somewhere that you didn't necessarily need to use, there's these mysterious figurines, which are like little Anu zombie pigman figurines that it says you're supposed to use, but I saw somewhere that you could use any figurine, and I tested it in a creative world and it did work. But when I was testing it in my creative world, I went to go find a ship that had a statue on it, and I found a lot of ships that did not have statues on it, so that was confusing. I wasn't sure why not, but this one right here, right next to where we're at, does, so that's fantastic. So basically what you do, you put the statues in the corner, and then you put the redstone, and you do that, and okay, there it goes. So that activates the middle? And so this is going to... That guy is going to explode. That's why I backed up there. He explodes. The middle of the ship goes kaput, and destroys everything. I guess we could have explored the ship a little bit before I did that, but there's other ships. Little ghast friend, please. Just, could you not? And so... there he goes, the statue, we set up all those little figurines or whatever, and then it blows up. So now we can come down here and let's knock some of this out. We can take a look at what might be in some of these chests really quickly before we jump in the portal that's going to take us to Anu's realm. And so... Okay, well, I don't know if that fire was actually there because it wouldn't get put out, but we got little pottery shards, skulls, nothing terribly useful, drums, skulls, anything in the furnaces? No, nothing special. Nothing apparently in there, nothing in there. Got a golden javelin, some nether brick. Go in here, nether brick. And yeah, still lots of garbage, although those bookshelves could be useful. I'll leave that there. But essentially I brought, and in fact I'll drop off this redstone. And I'll drop off some of this as well because we may not need it and it's not worth not sure what's going on there. And so some of this may not be, I don't want to lose it necessarily. Okay, so okay, should be good. This episode's gonna be a little long because it's the special 50th episode. Anyway, so, ooh, it blew up some of these things. Anyway, so what we're going to do, we're going to jump through this portal, and that's going to take us to Anu's world. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and do that now. Let's just get it out of the way, because we're already at like 20 minutes, so we might as well just knock it out, and let's jump in here and see how this goes. I think I'm pretty well prepared in terms of gear. I've watched a couple of people do it do the battle, including Poet, and it seems like if you're reasonably geared, it shouldn't be too tough. And it's loading away here. Hopefully the game doesn't quit. Oh, there we go. It's working. Okay, so we end up out on a platform in the middle of nowhere. And so Poet ended up on something similar I saw when he loaded up the world. And in my travels, or not my travels, I guess, but in my efforts to gain levels, I ended up killing a couple of Endermen, and so because I had seen that on Poets, I decided to save an Ender Pearl or two. So let's go ahead and just throw that, which will get us safely over to the mainland, because I don't think that platform's actually useful. I don't think like we get out over there or anything like that. So I'm gonna do, I set down this red portal in my portal room, and what I'm gonna do, I'm actually just gonna, let's pop it down right here. So this should allow us to get back and forth to the overworld, no problem. We should be able to get back here without a whole lot of issue. Let's put this Ender Pearl away. Make sure we've got everything we need. We're gonna need this. We've got blocks on our bar. Okay, we should be good to go. So let's head in towards this way. This is Anu's palace, I guess. And I guess we'll need a couple of blocks to get up there because it's kind of hovering a bit. Didn't really get world edited very well onto the map. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a walkway up there. Not that I necessarily want to waste all my blocks on this, but it'll be useful probably. So these Anubites, these are statues. And they blow up. And die without a whole lot of trouble, I guess, apparently. Apparently we didn't even connect this. So there's that. Alright, let's get full stack back on the bar in case we need to go up. But we've got blast protection on our gear. Oop, and they teleport like Endermen. There we go. Too much trouble. Not too much trouble. That works out nice. I think they look really cool, though. I almost wish that there was a way that we could potentially, like... I don't know how you would do it. I could look into it, but I kind of doubt it's possible. But I would love to, like, silk touch one of those guys and get them for, like, a future museum or something like that. I guess we kind of have a museum going in our visitor center, a really dinky little one. I still need to work on that. Oh, hello. They're all over the place, though, so come here, mate. But I would love this in statue mode. They're just so cool looking. I mean, who wouldn't want a couple of those guys just sitting around? I think that would be sweet. Let's take a quick look around. Now it says there's potions in there, though apparently there are not. Ooh. And their creeper their blasts are not really affecting the terrain a whole lot, which is good. Doesn't really seem to be affecting me a whole lot either, so that's good too. We've got emeralds. Nice. Nothing else in there of a whole lot of worth. Let's see. Head up here a little bit. Ooh, this is kind of interesting. Oh, maybe not. No, just more stuff. Alright, well, we've got Anubites here, so let's take these on. And we can come back and explore the chests and stuff at any time. Whoa! Ooh, somebody on the other side of the door, maybe? Oh, yeah. So, yes. Oh, wow, there's lots of them here. Take a little damage now. That's alright. We gotta make sure to... In fact, let's eat some of this cake. Get our hunger back up. Wow, so much... Look how many of these things there are. At least they're not too much trouble, which is good. They're not even really trying to attack me, which is odd. I'm not, like, accidentally unpeaceful. No, I'm not. I mean, the explosion, so if I attack him, he comes after me then. But, anyway. Okay, so we'll come back and explore this at a later point. We'll make an expedition back here. It seems like it's more or less, you know, the same kind of, you know, junk. But there's probably a couple of good nuggets hidden here or there. Oh, this room's kind of interesting looking. How do I get in there? How do I get in there? Yes. Anubites. Who else? Oh, you. Welcome aboard. Alright, so I really want to just get in... I want to see what this is overlooking. Is this kind of the central chamber? Oop. Ooh, so we're outside. Ooh, and it's got a big dome. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Very cool. So yeah, that's Anu there. So we've got to head in. So let's go back. I feel a little bad having destroyed this, but that's okay. We'll put these back. I don't really want them in my inventory anyway. And boop. Perfect. All right, so let's head back down. Let's get our sword out. We don't want to be defenseless. I love the structure of this thing. This is pretty cool. I may have to take some pointers from this, especially considering this is kind of what I'm doing with my time shot. Okay, so I'm inside the dome here. It's kind of what I'm doing with my time shot donator hall, almost even. So I'll have to take a look at this because I'm doing a big kind of circular type building. So maybe I'll come back here and steal some pointers from Anu, some ancient architecture, get that going in time shot. All right, so I think this is the way we came. Yep. Oop, oop, oop. Out of the spider webs. Let's head back down. I think it looks like we've got to access him from the lower level. So let's go ahead and just kick this thing off, and then we'll definitely come back at a later point, or at least I will, and we'll do an exploration of this a little bit. So, okay, so got an Anubite here. Take him on. Don't really want these guys jumping in on the battle. Oh, wow. All the explosions. Okay. Beautiful. Because I've seen that Anu can sometimes wander. Oh, and look at all the guys in here. This could get bad. Oh, so many of them. Ooh, what is this guy? You mad, bro? Oh, yeah. Okay, killing him doesn't anger the other pigmen, apparently, so that works out. Alrighty, well, great. Oh, hey there. Anybody, man? Where are you going? Just going to my last location? Alrighty, okay, so let's do this thing. Oh, that pigman dropped a full golden bar. That's kind of cool. Okay, here we go. So let's get this stuff off the bar. Now, what we need to do... Okay, yep, you guys are all scary. Ooh, so much volcanic rock. Where's this clay? Hold on. Oh, block out, but not clay, but coal. Yeah. Okay, so we need to get up to Anu. It looks like maybe this way is the front. Ooh, hello. Yeah, so that's the front. So these I feel like might end up being bad. So let's go ahead and fill these up. A couple people did this when I was watching, and that seems like a good idea. Don't necessarily want to, although one of my pieces of armor... Yeah, my chest is like fire protection 4, so we'll probably end up being okay. Oh, this soul sand's annoying to walk on. We'll probably end up being okay, but let's get it filled in just to be safe. Don't want to risk losing everything if it's not totally necessary. Okay. That should work out okay. I also saw that Anu has a tendency... Oh, we're running out of blocks of it, though. He has got a tendency to wander. So let me go ahead and... Oop. Yeah. Got a tendency to wander, so let me go ahead and block these off so we don't have to chase him all over the known universe. And I think that'll be good. I'm blocking off both levels here because I think... Spoiler alert, at a certain stage in this boss battle, he starts flying or something, so... Alright, so now we need to go ahead and get up to him. Perfect. And we brought the Scarab Gem along because we have to activate him... What? Huh? What? Anu? Oh! I did something. I don't know how it wasn't working before, but earn the achievement Ruler of the Undead. Okay, so now the Scarab Gem is attached to him. Okay, hold on. Before we get too far into this, because I think we've got to now open the sarcophagus to release him, but this is so cool looking. I want a screen cap first. Alright, so I'd love to have this in my museum too. There's got to be a way to get that. If I have to cheat to do it, maybe we'll do that. I don't know. Alright, but we open the sarcophagus and out walks Anu. Okay, so let's get our... Let's see if we can snipe him a bit. Is he going back inside? No, we hit him. Oh, there he is. I'm not hiding. Come at me, bro. Oh, ow. Oh gosh. Where's my sword? Oh, he's lightning me. Oh no. That's not ideal. Oh, yikes! Okay, so meleeing is not a good strategy. Oh no! Oh no! No! Okay. Okay. Meleeing. Oh, spawning at my bed. Meleeing is not a good strategy. Okay, I was like, it looked like it was at least when you're in melee stage with him. Yikes. Okay, so we've set up the portal. I will bring you guys back, I guess, once we get a little bit closer to taking him back on. I'm gonna jump on Casper here, and I'll see you guys back in just a second. All right, guys, we're back in Anu's realm here. Now, let's use the cobble, I guess, because I think he could probably take out the sand, maybe. But he's healing back up a little bit. Oh, yeah, we got Anu-bites coming after us. Now, let's pop up here. If he can't hit us with the sword, then he shouldn't be able to lightning us. Okay, so he's coming back up. Ha 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 ha! Alright, Anu, come at us, bro. Where's he at? Anu? Buddy? There you are. Huzzah! Alright, so let's give ourselves a little bit of a vantage point benefit here. Alright, so there he is. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Thank God for infinity bows. Okay, so now he's flying. We can still kind of shoot at him. So that's good. I don't think he's as deadly with his sword in the flying mode, at least based on the battles that I've seen, because I didn't really notice the battles I saw where people were meleeing. He was pretty simple to take on. So that's why I was like, well, we'll just melee him. We don't need to worry too much about the bow stuff. But apparently, when he's in melee mode too, that sword is wicked. We had one of these ancient swords, but we didn't get the lightning effect quite that frequently. Okay, come on. Come on now. Let's do this thing. Let's fight like men, huh? There we go. Doing some good work. Come on, buddy. Oh! Oh, that was the Anu-bites on the other side, I think. Is he still in there? Can't see him. Let's move out. Maybe he'll come into a little clearer area. Where is he? There we go. There he is. Alright, looking good. Oh, nope, he still got the sword. Whoa! 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 Where am I exactly? I hear pigmen dying. We've got the ancient key. Oh! Oh, we need to heal up a bit. We took some damage. I think that's supposed to be Anu's corpse. It appears to be dispersing. Oh, yes. Can we get out of this? Is this like one of his tactics? Okay, so yeah, we're still in the room. One of his things must just be to like encase us in obsidian. That must be one of his abilities or something. But okay, so okay, hey piggy. So there we go. I guess Anu's dead. Okay, so we've got obsidian spikes. Is that maybe what we were dealing with there for a second? Getting hurt on those? Alright. So I think part of his final stage is to spawn some of that stuff in. But I haven't seen this before. This must be a more... Oh yeah, okay, yeah, here's these obsidian spikes. Can we pick these up? These are actually kind of cool. Oh yeah, nice. Okay, so we got encased, and we got got the ancient key. Alrighty. Now, in previous battles that I watched of this, people were kind of teleported out once they defeated him or something. So I'm not entirely sure. Now, I wonder if we can pick this up. That would be interesting. I don't want to mess with it right now, but I'm going to look into that, because if we can pick up his sarcophagus, that would be awesome. We do have our portal out somewhere, but in the battles that I watched, and they may be an older version, they were teleported to another realm, and there was a chest they were supposed to open with this thing, and then a portal from that room that took them back to the overworld. So I'm not sure what the expectation is now, given that that didn't happen. We've got lots of Anubites coming after us, probably. But okay. Well, there we go, guys. I think that's going to be it for today. I'm going to keep playing around. I'm probably going to head back to the overworld and just kind of debrief, figure out what I'm supposed to do from here, and we'll probably, in a later episode, figure out what we're supposed to do with this ancient key. But for now, I think this is our exit, potentially, maybe? Yes. So for now, I'm going to head out, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for making this series so much fun to do, to get us to 50 episodes. I don't know what we'll be doing next episode. Probably something fun. Maybe not something quite as exciting as hatching a bunch of T-Rexes and fighting the end boss. But it'll certainly be fun. We've got a lot more to do in the park. So 50 episodes or no, we've got a lot of progress to make. So I'll see you guys back here next time. Alrighty, guys. Have a good one.